Hello, I'm Grady, and I'll be playing Caramel Tim Tam, and you're listening to Game of Throws. Hello everybody, and welcome to the new podcast, A Game of Throws, by your lovely friends here at Radio Archetype. Joining us on this adventure today is myself, Grady.
I'm Joel.
Darcy, yeah.
Paige.
And being our DM is everyone's favourite Eden.
Yep. I will be DMing. I am Eden. We've got a lovely little adventure planned for us all here today. But we're going to start off like any good adventure. Everyone, please, would you like to introduce your characters to us?
My character is Caramel Tim Tam. He's a very calm individual. He's the paladin of the group. His parents didn't love him, and he's a blatant flirt. His ideal is to spread his religious belief, and he'll be basically trying his best and not lying. And he's got to get bullied by the DM.
Since, Grady chose the Oath of Devotion and didn't read it, so there are a lot of...
It was the only oath on Orphan.
Oh, man.
You fool.
Alright. I am playing the character of Mordai, who is a human Turami druid. He lived in the forests for many years, first living with his family, his father particularly, and then when his father's druidic clan, he was like, this is rubbish, I hate these people. So he went and lived by himself in the forest for 6 years, and now he's just sort of getting used to regular life again, because, he's not really had too much human contact for the past 6 years.
Woohoo! Trying times.
Oh, okay, it's me. Yeah, I'm playing the character Fenkri. She's a drow elf. She's also a rogue, and she has very bad skin issues.
She does.
Really bad psoriasis.
And she's very angry.
Very
all the
angry. Interestingly, Darcy chose a very strange path to go with a character, because I told her that drow elves have a problem when they are in direct sunlight, where they have disadvantage on all perception rolls and attack rolls against anything that's in the sun. And I was like, Darcy, are you sure you don't want to go a sun-acclimated drow elf so you don't have that problem? She said, no, I want the dark vision.
I mean, worth it.
So yeah, Darcy's going to be doing her best to keep out of the light.
Okay, yeah, Pharaoh. Hi, I'm playing Ib Halansi, or Ib. She's a half-orc, with a human father and an orc mother. That did not make for a happy child. That was bad news there. Her mum was like so disattached from like everything, and there was this human guy, and he was like, I'm gonna just try and woo you, and she was like, flipping fine, whatever, and then she got pregnant and had a kid, and yeah. Ib grew up with very strong balance things, where she had very good and very not good. So now she's a flippin' monk obsessed with balance, which is gonna be fun.
Please don't make fun of the half-orc monk.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She's a lot more graceful than she looks.
She really is. Oh my god, I'm so excited. She looks really like clumpy, and she's just like, balance.
Balance is the key.
Like she opens a door, steps through, it's like boom, 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 and then she picks up a teacup.
Pinky out and all.
It's so true. She has like major PTSD and parental issues and OCD. So if you walk in and your like earrings are off, she'll be like, balance.
And when a half-orc's got your head in between their hands, there's not much you can do.
This is the reason she's got a charisma. Otherwise everyone's gonna want to kill her.
That is a fair reason to have charisma, because everyone is scared of you. Because hell, that is one way to make everyone listen to you.
I mean, yes, thank you. Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night. Anyway, like all good adventures, our little party starts in a small little inn, a tavern even, sitting on the outskirts of town.
It's not a brothel.
It's not a brothel.
Damn
I
it.
don't
terrifying thought, though.
Can't believe
There's
it.
a tavern and brothel in my mind. Just like intermingle.
Okay.
I mean, it probably would be better as a brothel.
There's a brothel at the back of every tavern. Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I believe that.
Well,
That
maybe
should
if you
happen.
roll high enough.
Tell me what I need to roll.
I'm gonna roll for brothel. Here we go.
What was that?
That was an 18 on brothel.
Wow, okay.
There sure is a brothel there.
This took a very different turn.
You see boobs.
Wow.
There they are. Wow.
If just grabs
Man, she's gonna get surprised when she sees a pair of testicles. They're not staying balanced. Why?
she actually just tapes a ruler.
Welcome to our family-friendly D&D podcast.
Who said this was gonna be family friendly?
Welcome to our fun, innocent D&D podcast. Anyway, incidentally, this tavern is called the Red Heron.
Nice.
It's the bartender is a lovely young lady in a blue gown with bright red hair that's been put into pigtails. Don't do visual jokes on an audio medium page.
I was just mocking you.
Yeah, same.
The audience won't understand.
That was just for your.
Eden grabbed his breasts and kind of motioned the breasts kind of movement, and then Paige made
I
fun of
was
him.
trying to do a gown.
Oh!
Like a blue
I
gown.
thought you were saying she has blue boobs.
Listen to the bonus episode for all our audio description jokes.
The blooper reel.
Anyway,
John raises arm and wipes eye.
Paige laughs in response.
This isn't Welcome to Night. This isn't gonna be like.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, she's making like these square burgers on like a pan out the back, and she's making like milkshakes as well. She's got a very stop mocking my hand motions, Paige. You're throwing me off.
See, it's actually me doing it first and Paige copying me.
Damn it, Darcy. Don't mock the poor DM. He's trying the best he
You
can.
can't see me, it's
Can I
fine.
just say, we were having our own little personal joke here that the audience wasn't going to know about. You ruined it, so thank you.
Now the audience knows that they're missing out on something. Come on.
I'm just gonna have to look at Joel
Next
and
one.
for Grady. That's the only way.
Yeah.
So Joel and Grady.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
The bartender is happily making her burgers and serving. The bar, it's not overly busy. It's like midday. Like most people are still at work, kinda. Maybe there's a few people like starting their lunch breaks, but you know it's not too crowded. The most of you are like scattered around. The ones of you who hail to the same gods, so not Ipalansi
Oh, can't believe it.
and not Darcy.
Yay. Oh, could you refer to my name? Thanks.
Fen, sorry.
Yeah.
Mordai, who's your god of choice again? I think we went Demeter, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes. So actually none of you share the same god, so that's...
Hey!
Sorry, none of you are going to sit together.
Diversity.
Because you have no reason to.
Everyone just high fives each other.
I got everyone. Oh.
Ooh, there was some wonderful pops to the mic.
Wonderful.
Sorry, audience.
But yes, the gods that people follow in this world are very important, as they it's almost like factions, kind of. Different people who follow different gods like or hate each other depending on who they follow. It's a very interesting dynamic, which I'm sure Ibhalansi will have a great time with her god
Can
of
I just say,
choice.
we were making the character, you literally said, pick a god, it doesn't matter.
See, I didn't get to pick my god. He's like, yeah, this is your god because, you know, I like this god, you can have this.
While you're a paladin.
Yeah, I didn't really have much choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a paladin, no.
It's not like you can go like, oh yeah, I'm a paladin, but I follow Hades.
I mean, I wish.
What's my god?
Your god was Artemis in the end.
Artemis. Yeah, I got that wrong. I wrote
Yeah.
it down wrong.
That actually means that you
They're
and
close, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
well,
I've got
you're
a
not-
polo.
you have an odd dynamic because Apollo and Artemis are twins. They love each other. They don't like each other that much. They got on each other's
Oh
nerves
man,
a
I
lot.
feel that.
So
That's
like
so siblings.
Yeah.
Love.
it's
Oh my God.
often a case of like they won't talk to each other unless one of them is in big trouble, and then they'll help each other out. And then they'll probably nag the other one about it for centuries afterwards. Is anyone similar to yours? No.
What's your god?
Friggin' nemesis.
The
Oh,
goddess, the goddess of revenge. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sorry!
How are you meant to be balanced when you got the goddess of revenge?
Because it's revenge for if it tips.
Oh.
Nemesis is. She's not just about revenge for the good. She's about revenge for everyone.
So if, by the way, is into balance for good and evil. So if good tips over evil...
Oh, so she's like neutral.
Oh, yeah!
Is she like...
Balance!
Is she
like
straight up
catchphrase.
neutral?
It is
Lawful
literally,
Lawful neutral. Yeah.
literally everything I'm ever going to say is balance.
Not only is Nemesis like not closely associated to any of the other gods or goddesses at this table, she's also not an Olympian god or goddess like the rest of these. So Nemesis isn't as well known as these other gods.
That's fine.
But it's
I'll
fine.
take what I've got.
Most people,
Roll with it.
most other gods probably fear her. I would say.
Oh, frick yes.
Hell yeah.
That's fine. It will use that.
It's going to be a roll of the die whether they fear her or don't know she exists.
Ooh.
So we'll see. Anyway, you're sitting in a bar. It's midday. It's quietly busy. What do you do? What's your...
Mordai is just kind of sitting in the corner, sipping on a water, just looking around at everyone like, how do I interact with these people? This is a bit weird.
If you'd like to look for specific patrons, you could roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
See if there's anyone who looks particularly open to conversation.
Alright then. That's a 4.
So, you're
Yeah,
looking
no.
around thinking, who could I possibly talk to that would be willing to open in conversation with me? There's this old man, like, sitting in the corner by himself, and he's got a mug that's bigger than his head, and he looks like he's trying to drown himself in it. And somehow, you look at that and you're like, he looks like a right lad.
Oh
I
man.
bet he knows what he's doing.
Alright, so Mordai just kind of walks up to him and... Hi. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
Hello, young man.
Hello, sir. I just thought I'd like to have a conversation with you. I haven't spoken to many people in my time, and so
Are you married?
not yet. No, I am.
Oh,
No,
that's a shame. Do you have a girlfriend?
no, I don't.
Oh, you don't have a girlfriend. Why are you talking to me then?
I just wanted to strike up some conversation. If-
Well, I don't want to talk to boys. I'm not gay.
He sort of shoves his head back in his mug, and there's like bubbles. Just
Mordai walks back over to his table and flumps down.
thoroughly saddened.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Caramel, on the other hand, is going to walk up to the bar and talk to that lovely young lady with the blue gown.
So, are you trying to seduce her? Because it sounds like you're trying to seduce her.
Well, I mean,
Blatantly.
I'm just gonna blatantly flirt with her.
Roll me charisma.
Oh lord.
That thing you have plus 0 to. 14. It's not bad.
Not bad.
She could fail.
What do you say?
What's a pretty woman in a gown like you doing in a not a brothel like this?
She turns to you, and she just kind of looks you up and down, and she's like, honey, if your teeth were as shiny as your armor, maybe. She turns around and keeps cooking. Completely ignoring you.
Fucking destroyed.
I feel the rejection that my parents.
Oh!
I am going to sit back down and just put my head on the table and drink some beer or some mead.
Oh.
Whatever's available.
So 2 out of 4 at the moment we've got rejected by chosen conversation. What do you two? What do the ladies think?
Just because I know what I'm going to do, it's not good.
Yeah, I'll just go like, Fencree just sits in the darkest corner, looking pretty emo, and just chilling.
Just chilling. Are you gonna look around, or are you just gonna literally just sit there?
I'll play with my nails. I just saw the rejection going on over there. I'm like, oh, fuck it.
I'll be telling my friends about that one. That was pretty embarrassing.
Gossip.
Juicy gossip.
Oh.
Iphalancy.
Don't do this to me.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so you said that the woman in the blue gown,
Mm-hmm.
she was making square burgers?
Yes.
That's what you said to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So
no.
Ib goes over with a ruler
Oh no.
and measures the sides to make sure they're even. I hate you so much.
So,
So what am
first of all,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to try. I just want you to roll. I just want you to roll to see how this goes.
I don't want to.
I just roll. See if.
Oh, shoot!
So that's a 3, ladies and gentlemen listening at home.
Oh boy.
I hate my life.
I'm sure Ib does too.
Oh.
So, it walks up to the counter, like opens up the thing, goes to step in. The woman turns around with like a red hot poker in her hand for turning over the burgers, and she's kind of like, "What the hell? Whoa!" And then, like her red hot poker like touches your arm.
Oh.
And it's like, ow! Like a red hot scald on your arm. Well, not enough to burn, but ow. Just take a point of damage.
Flip, I hate my life! Okay.
After that, she's like, I'm so sorry, but what the hell are you doing?
Balance. Balance is the key to life. For when one side of yin and yang, which you wouldn't know about, when one side of good or evil tips over, it is my job to make sure they are balanced. Like your burgers. Your burgers are imbalanced.
Mortar just kind of shrinks in the corner a little bit.
Wow.
Caramel just looks up, like tears down his eyes. His eyes are puffed and red. And he's like, maybe I can flirt with her.
The half-orc monk. Okay, you do you, boy.
Yeah, definitely just what the fuck face on Fencree at the moment with what's been happening around us. So.
The woman just kind of stares for a moment and she's like, oh, you're one of them nemesis fellows, ain't you?
Yes.
Oh. She kind of like steps back a little, like puts down the latch over the counter.
Can I do it? Oh god.
Oh my god.
Can I do a roll to see if this woman's arms are the same length?
Oh my god.
Roll perception.
Okay.
You may as well check if her face is symmetrical as well.
And then you add your perception bar. Okay.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if you know this page, but it's actually very common for humans to have arms of slightly
Yes,
different
I know.
length.
Yeah.
This woman's left arm is about an inch shorter than her right, maybe?
So Ib. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Ib places, without permission, Ib grabs both arms, looks, and goes, "There is imbalance here. Would you like me to fix it?"
Fix the imbalance.
I think I'll be okay, thank you.
Is there a knife around?
Oh.
No!
I mean,
Cut
yeah.
the tips off the fingers.
She points to the knife. It would be very easy to achieve balance.
The woman... Yeah, does it?
Can just
Please.
Fencree's just like, this is out of control, and pulling you back from this. Be like, okay, how about we get a drink, sit down, have some even talking.
Even. I like it.
The woman looks to you, Fern, and she's like,
Fen, not Fern, but okay.
is
Wow.
it Fern or Fen?
Fen.
I always get confused. Fen.
Oh, she's gonna like you. Your name, 3 letters in each.
Oh.
Oh.
Balance. So Fen...
I should state flaws, OCD.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Fed
guys.
and Ib sit down together. The woman she's trying to decide whether or not she should call someone at this point. She like looks to Fen and she's like, "Do you want me to?"
No.
Okay, no problem. Yikes.
So, Caramel sees those two. Is your character a woman?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
A woman with like a lot of sun protection. I
Okay.
imagine.
I'm
It
gonna.
does not look at all. Sorry, I should state actually. the description of Ib's skin, dry mud. That is the colour.
Okay.
So imagine like like the giants from Harry Potter who are like brown?
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, I speak giant. I'm
Oh! You speak orc though.
I speak celestial, common, elvish, and giant.
Yeah, orc's different.
Damn
She'll
it.
probably think you're being racist if you
So,
try to talk giant to her.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the table, sit down, and do you come here often?
Are you saying this to Ib? Oh, shoot. I don't know if she comes here often. Wait, what is it? It's a tavern.
The red herring.
I don't know why you're an alcoholic, or is that a character trait?
No, balance.
Balance. She will drink water and scotch at the same time, to which she's not kidding.
I mean,
It's not that intense. She just looks at you. Why? Would you like some help?
I'm just trying to spark a conversation.
Mordai hears this. He has a conversation. And it's like, I want to get in on this, and just immediately just like wanders up and is like, I heard conversation. I'm here for this.
Oh, thank God. Actually, that's a really good point. So, Ib sees you approaching the table
Uh-oh.
and goes, 4. Balance.
Mwah.
Ah,
So,
beautiful.
the first thing she asked you, and I apologise, but this was your fault from earlier.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
I must ask you, if you are trying to engage with me in a flirtatious or in any way intimate setting, I really have to ask, just due to some issues in the past, exactly what are the measurements of your testicles? And are they even?
Caramel just sits up and sits back in his chair and kind of just stares blankly at the wall, like thinking of an excuse to get out of this. And was like, well, I was, but now I'm not.
In the other side of the tavern, the old man looks up and he's like, mine are even! Mine are even! Mine are even!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, does Ib ignore that? Or does she go to investigate?
I reckon she would investigate.
Mordai leans in and says,
Here's someone distract her.
while they may be even, I do not recommend for, even if he has even testicles, I do not believe anything else is even about him.
For that, I am grateful. You have saved me much disease.
Good.
The man kind of goes, God damn it! His head back in his mug.
Where are you from? Collectively asks all of you while looking at you for some reason.
This is a very convenient time
Yeah,
to talk
because
about
they-
world.
Ha, yes, because I'm from a nearby forest, but I don't know what nearby forest it would be.
Yes. So, a quick rundown of this world.
Ooh.
The actual planet is divided into two main continents, which are Hrothgar and Lograth. So, Hrothgar is a very exclusive continent. Originally, it was basically only humans and elf subraces. So, it was very purist. That's where you are now. It's like, it used to be very purist, like only humans and elves lived here, but over time, more races have been accepted in.
Does not sound like balance.
We're trying. That's what they're saying. There's still a lot of blatant racism going around, but they try. It's a lot better than it used to be. Lograth is where the rest of the races come from. This is where, like, Ib's mother would come from. You two, you're human. What, Mordai's...
Human, yeah.
Human, yeah. So you two would come from Hrothgar, and so would, Fen.
I'm also
Although she
Damaran, though. So
it's
that
fine.
wouldn't mean anything?
It's just a different skin color. That's it. Fen, you also come from Hrothgar, but you would come from the underground as a drow elf. Because they splintered off from the main elves a long time ago. Ib, you probably would have been raised
I was
in
going to say,
Lograth.
human, well, yeah, if the mum had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
The dad's like, maybe we should, the mum just stares.
No, we're staying.
Maybe we should move.
Yeah, Hrothgar, while being very plentiful in its forests and lovely, like, nature and everything, Lograth is like a volcanic mess, kind of. That's why you see like Goliaths and giants and all kinds of gnomes and
So,
dwarves.
which continent is this taking place on?
We are on Hrothgar
Cool.
right now. In one of its bigger towns, which is Crowfall.
Crowfall.
Which there's a lot of backstory to that, but we won't go into it. The town of Crowfall, the forests nearby, or where Mordai would come from.
Sweet.
They're very plentiful, very wonderful forests, very balanced.
Balance.
Very balanced.
I can see appeal in this place.
Yes. Speaking of blatant racism,
Yeah.
as it was like approaching the bartender, it would make a lot of sense if many people got up and left. Because seeing a half-orc in a bar taking action probably would have stirred a lot of them to be like, okay, I'm going home now. That's scary. But yes, that's a little background on the world. Please, do tell her where you're from.
I am from right here in Hrothgar. My, pretty much human. I don't really have any special traits. I've just got Damaran in me, which is not really much different, but I'm pretty half and half, pretty balanced.
Have you found it a good place to grow up?
I mean, being human, I would say yes, but I'm aware of every hardship that everyone else has had, and I know that there is a lot of racism around, and
That is okay. Good and bad make balance. It is good that you experience the hardships.
Privileged.
I come from a long line of white privilege.
I come from a long line of humans.
Human, actually.
I lived in the forests nearby Crowfall for most of my life. My father runs a druidic clan, and so I'm a druid like him. But about 6 years ago, I fell out with him because he was very violent and wanted to destroy anyone who came near the forests. And
Do any of us not have parent issues?
Oh, I have parent issues.
Yes, we all have parent issues.
We all have
Sorry,
parent
just
issues.
checking.
We're all parents, we all have parents.
What a lovely, convenient game.
We're all
And so
balanced.
I like you, I believe in balance within the forest. I prefer not to claim dominance over nature, but rather to forge a relationship between nature and people. And so for about 6 years, I lived by myself in the forests. And yes, I've just recently come here to meet other people because I've not really talked to many people since then.
I truly believe you and I will be worthy companions.
I truly hope so.
Damn it.
Poor creature.
Well, go with me then. I've just come up from underground. I'm pretty new to this whole sky thing. It's pretty scary. I feel like I'm gonna fall any second. But yeah, I'm not really gonna go into why I came from underground, but I did.
What
I wish not to say where I am from, because I feel where I am from does not describe best who I am, rather where I am now.
Aha.
Panic button, panic button.
Get out of there.
Why'd you ask where we came from then? You're such a...
Oh my god.
She lets it slide because she believes her patience will counteract your impatience.
Oh, you're lucky.
Ooh.
After like a couple minutes of just chatting and getting to know each other, the bartender walks over to your table. She's like looking at Ib the whole time as she lays down some menus, and she's like, so anything you'd like to drink?
Do you have the finest mead?
I have some mead. I don't know about the finest.
Actually, what's the cheapest?
Oh, cheapest. You want cheap? I can give that to you for free.
Oh, I'll take it.
She like pulls out a glass from under the table, spits in it, and hands it to you.
I am always calm. I'm sorry, but I actually don't want any now. I'm good, thank you.
Well,
Thank
that's
you.
fine by me. Puts the cup back under the table. Anyone else?
Do you have any fresh water? Preferably from a stream.
Oh, jeez, we got a fancy one.
No, that's all I drink.
Oh, alright, well, I can check out back for you in a bit. I don't know about fresh water.
If it's not fresh, I can survive.
Oh, that's so good then. What about you two lovely ladies?
Are your eyes the same colour?
We're fine.
What about you? She's like, lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'll be back. She walks out the back in search of fresh water.
Nice.
She comes back and she's like, so, it actually turns out someone cast a spell in the middle of my well.
Oh.
So, yeah, at the moment, basically what I've got is, well, you know water.
Yes.
Make it black. And then make it taste like being stabbed feels.
Yep.
And that's pretty much what I've got right now.
I'm sorry.
I'll just go with regular water then. I think that's what I'm after.
No problem. I'll just have to go to my neighbor's house. That's fine.
I feel that the goodness of the company around me has left me at an imbalance. I would like the stab water. Thank you.
She like stares at you and she's like, well, who am I to refuse?
The customer is always right.
So she walks out. She's going to be a little while.
Yeah, no, fair
In
enough.
pursuit of water and gunk.
Stab water.
Nice one, water.
Stab water.
As you are sitting waiting for your beverages, a young man with like, you know how the traditional farmer looks with his suspenders, his
his
bit
suspenders.
of wheat in his mouth, the large straw brim hat.
Mhm.
A man very much like that soldiers up and he's like, hey, hello to all of ye. You look like adventurers to me. Would that be right?
It could be.
I can be.
I'm in the pursuit of balance.
I mean, we could be.
I just came upstairs.
Well, I mean, that's not a no.
I just wanted a drink.
We could find more drinks on the way.
I like your thinking. We're going to get along.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to give you a drink if you could help me out.
What do you need us to do?
Well, see, he like leans down. You know that bartender, Wendy?
Yeah.
I'm actually in a little bit of debt with her. See, what happened was, I had a bit of a party for my 18th birthday, a long ways back, and things got a little rowdy, and I may have broken a few things.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
However, I was gonna pay her back. I was gonna, I promise. With all the crops that I grow, right?
Yes.
But then these creatures started attacking me farm.
Oh.
And I can't grow any crops when there's creatures attacking me farm. I'm actually very poor right now.
Okay.
I'm actually in a lot of trouble.
Okay, that's...
Financially.
Okay.
But if you do clear out these creatures and get me out of debt with this woman, who is very scary,
Yes, I
I
understand.
would be happy to reward you in any way I can.
All right. How do you guys feel about this? Seeing as we've just been forced together now.
I feel like it wouldn't hurt to help this fellow out. It's with his crops, so we could help out with nature.
Yes, I'm all about helping, and I believe that we should have a try at least.
Indeed, it's part of your oath.
That's why I said it.
We've got nothing better to do.
If our actions are to be repaid, I see no problem.
It will bring balance.
Whew. Actually, you lot are the first a lot of adventurers that have actually said yes.
Why?
Well, it's on account of me name.
What is
What?
your name and how many thousand consonants are in it?
It is.
Too many to count.
What is your name?
My name is Lester Papadopoulos.
Lester
He even doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Lester Papadopoulos?
Papadopoulos.
Papadop.
My God, Papadopoulos?
Papadopoulos.
Give it.
Papadopoulos.
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 That's probably all
Papadopoulos.
it is.
Papadopoulos. Lester Papadopoulos.
Lester Papadopoulos?
Lester Papadopoulos.
Lester Papadopoulos.
That's my name. Lester
I'm
Papadopoulos.
just gonna call you Pappy, dude.
You can just call me Lester. It's my first name.
No.
All right, Lester.
Pappy has equal vowels, therefore I like Pappy.
Lester has equal
Okay.
vowels too.
What doesn't?
Oh. I was wrong.
Okay. Wait. I guess if you're gonna do this job for me, you can call me whatever you want.
Show us the way, Pappy.
Okay.
Let's go, Pap Daddy.
Please don't call me that. That is very scary.
Understood?
Scarier than the indifference of one of your nostrils to the other?
Oh my
That
God.
scares me.
He like puts a hand. He's like, what? Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about it. It's simply a small balance thing. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh man, dude, she has such a squish on you right now. She's like, we have to be best friends.
Lester's like, he looks scared, but he's also like, my needs outweigh my fear. He's like, it's a pretty big farm. I'm sure you guys can find it. He like goes to the door right as Wendy's walking back in. She sees him and she's like, Lester, you son of a bitch, where's my money? And he's like, bye guys, I'll see you later. And he like has to dash around her. And she's like, oh, fuck off out of me bar. She walks over, I got your water.
Oh, thank you very
Here you
much.
go. And I got your gunk. She slams the glass in front of you. It's about as nice as she described.
Yep,
As in terrible.
yeah, that's okay. It brings balance.
You should hope it does. Are you gonna drink it?
She. Yeah.
Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. I knew that was going.
How could it not?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh!
Oh my
Hey!
Jesus! First crit of the session.
Hey, not 20, motherfucker.
So you down the glass in a single like, you're like a shot. You just pound it, slam the glass back down. You could go for another.
Ooh.
No, she doesn't.
Double her 5?
Oh yeah.
Wendy just looks at you like, what are you?
Balance. She's getting sick of saying it. Like, she's never had to explain balance to so many people. Usually people just run off by this point.
Mordai just looks over and say, maybe we should help the man with his farm? That could help with balance.
I agree.
Okay.
We must depart, thy fine company, but thank you for your efforts.
No problem.
Let me know if I can help with the arms.
I'll certainly keep that in mind. She walks over to her desk and you can see she's reaching for the medieval equivalent of a panic button.
Mordai finishes his water and just mouths, I'm sorry.
Caramel turns around and just winks.
Oh, Jesus. We're never going to come back to this bar.
You never know.
You
Well,
should
I
hope
mean-
not.
There's a brothel in the back, maybe. We don't know.
You never know.
Okay, do we head off?
I imagine so.
It's not far.
Ooh.
Well,
Thank God. Yeah, you go to the other side of town, and you can see the farm from a distance because it's like a good few acres.
Mhm.
However, even from a distance, you can see like there's burnt patches, and like there's not the few crops that are growing aren't that big.
it's not very balanced by the sound of it.
Not very balanced at all.
Ooh.
As you're walking like through the town, you see all these posters hanging up, which are proclaiming that the Tournament of Champions will
Ooh.
be hosted tomorrow
Oh, no.
No,
in the arena in this very town of Crowfall. If any of you like have a history of fighting or would have any interest in public knowledge,
Background soldier.
background
That's all I
soldier, you could. You can roll a history check for me.
Yeah.
See if you know anything about this tournament.
Ooh.
I reckon Caramel would like to enter it, just to find out more about the ability of the people in this town.
Well, roll us a history and see how much you know.
I don't think Fen gives a shit.
No, I don't think she'd know either, having lived underground for so long.
It's 10.
10. So, if Halansi...
There's a winner and like 1,000 losers. It's not balanced. She doesn't care.
Yeah, you look at it, you're like, ugh, such imbalance. It suits these typical. It's typical of these humans. Caramel, out of 10, you know it's...
For all our listeners at home, we are all fanning Paige with our papers because she was fanning herself.
I'm good. Thank you, lads.
Just for that brief rush of air. Yeah, Caramel knows that it's done. This tournament is done in honor of Ares, the god of war.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
It's basically like everyone in the town kind of thinks like if we do this every year, Ares will make sure we don't lose our wars,
Ooh.
and he won't make us die.
To be an asshole, would my character be like, hey, if I do this and I win for Artemis, I could really piss off Ares?
You could.
I was actually about to say that, but like do it for Apollo. Like if I win for Apollo.
Yeah. I've just got an interest now.
Okay, we should team up.
Oh.
This is kind of a prank, and that's what Apollo loves, and Artemis loves screwing over Ares.
We should do this absolutely.
Hey, thanks for listening to one of our cool podcasts from Radio Arc. If you want to listen to more of our stuff, you can check us out at Facebook and or Twitter at Radio Arc or at Radio Arc on Twitter. Or you could check us out on iTunes. Just look up the podcast you want to look up. Or listen to them on the website, because I put a lot of time into the website, and it's alright. It's radioarchetype.com. Nice. We'll see you around soon with more crap.